Hello everyone, my name is Twana Ahorangi Bartlett. I'm a Violet Ray Twin Flame in Parakai, New Zealand. This is your 3-card spread for the 1st of March 2017 and I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. And for inspiration, I'm using The Answer is Simple by Sonia Choquette. Okay, so I'm working every Saturday at All Things Natural at Westgate, and I leave the number where you can contact to make an appointment if you want to book a reading with me. So let's see what comes in for us today. And remember, we're not predestined by tarot. We have freedom of will on how we choose to address issues or how we want to live our life. The first card that comes up is the Knight of Swords. So this is a feeling of impatience, perhaps not thinking before you're speaking. It's a card of being very impulsive and not really thinking things through. So I would suggest in the morning just to take a breath. Try not to rush around too much and try to think things through before before you take any action. Slow down a little bit. In the middle of the day, there's a feeling of winning and losing. So you could start off your day, on a bad foot with somebody, or having a disagreement with somebody. It shouldn't necessarily have to be a big thing. It could just be, something that's niggly, or it's just a minor irritation. But there is a feeling of winning and losing concerning the situation, or it might be that you would have to step into a situation, or you would be drawn into a situation where people are having a disagreement, and you might say something that's not appropriate because you've been impulsive. So just slow down. Remember that if there's something going on, that you don't necessarily have to buy into it. You can circumvent it. You can choose not to be drawn into the situation. And what comes up after that is justice. So it is something, the right decision will be made eventually. And this is the situation that needed to come to pass in order to bring justice to the situation, fairness, to get it out open in the air so that everybody can move on. And it's about hearing both sides of the story. But know that by the end of the day, everything will be sorted, and perhaps you would be the one who's going to play mediator in the situation, where you would be drawn into it and you would have to look at both sides of the situation to be able to make a just decision. So that's, just remember that this is a general reading. It's not necessarily everybody that's going to have this type of situation happening to them. And believe it or not, but the card that I drew next to this is just laugh. So what this is saying is that in every situation, no matter how serious it is, if we remember our sense of humor, that we can navigate through anything, and it doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be so very serious. It's just about taking a step back and breathing and realizing that, in each and every situation, the people playing out their roles to each other to bring a deeper meaning into life, that's just a role play so that we can develop and, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And that there sometimes are funny and ridiculous situations. Sometimes it's petty little things that's blown totally out of proportion, and it can actually be very funny. So that is what's coming in for us today. So it's just a minor thing. And as I said, not everybody necessarily will be affected by this. So I wish everybody a beautiful day. Light and love, everyone.